Hiya and welcome back to Scotland's #1 new music podcast, the Fake Jiddler Show. We are back in the studio with another episode. And before we begin, I just want to thank all of you guys for the amazing support we got for the first episode, so thank you. Anyway, it's time to introduce our amazing guests for episode 2. They're a band you might remember from Houseguest, Butte Fest, and Western, is it Great Western?
It was, yeah.
It's the amazing Housing System, Mads.
Hey.
Hey. How are we doing today, guys?
We're good, yeah.
Brilliant.
What have you been up to?
Busy weekend, man. Busy weekend.
Busy weekend.
So it's an honour to have you guys in the studio. Absolute honour. You guys are an amazing band.
It's an honour to be here, man.
Aye.
I'd like to take you guys back to the start of Sister Mads, before you were even called Sister Mads, just Mads. How did you guys form as a band?
Wow. Yeah, it was actually originally it was me in my bedroom making songs, and I got asked a week before a gig to play, and I tried to find a band on Instagram, and in the space of the week I found this guy over there, Fraser.
Oh yes.
All thanks to Declan, who also got another band of merry fellows along, and we played the gig, and then things have chopped and changed. Me and Mackenzie met at uni. He introduced me to Kieran, and the rest is history.
So what gig was that? First one?
We were playing with Connie Constance at Sneaky Pete's.
Oh, okay.
It was sold out, and it was very scary.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah, it was the first time I ever sang.
Oh, but
anything.
see, as a band, was your first gig at Hug and Pint with Theo's supporting
Now you're asking.
in June of 2022?
I want to say January.
Yeah, January. I think it was another Edinburgh slot as well at Sneaky's.
Mm-hmm. It was that thing they do, Central.
Central
Ballers.
Yeah.
Was it Waverley we were supposed?
No, that was later.
Was it?
Later, yeah, that was the August one.
Oh crikey, blimey.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
It was in January because I might have not done the August one. Was a bone of contention about this, whether I was asked or not. But I think we'd had a conversation, and then I was too madly in love at the point to commit to learn a set in a week.
Oh.
The band outlasted the club. But let me cut that. But,
Keep it in.
Yeah, no, listen, whatever. It's for the bit.
An incredible early mention of that.
I know.
No, listen, I'm just saying that I should have maybe jumped on the bandwagon in the August, because that was a really cool slot they got, and they smashed it. But I was really glad to join in the January, which is when we played at Sneaky Pete's with someone doing something.
Still heartbroken.
But good band.
Put the heartbeat behind you, Mackenzie.
I know, right?
Because
Maddie writes enough songs about this. Fine, I can really sort of tune into that.
Put it behind you, Mackenzie, because you guys had an amazing start to 2023. You released 3 singles in the space of a few months. Split Ends in January, Summer Blues, which was released in February, and 601, which was released in May. Plus, in that space of time, you guys played King Tut's twice. You headlined Nation Sleazy's release party for 601. What was it like having such a massive start to 2023 for you guys?
Wow. When you put it into context like that, it was quite big. I think we were just having lots of fun, just because we also haven't played together for that long. It was nice getting to learn each other's styles and just exploring what songs we were doing.
Yeah.
It was great having that sort of support so early on, I guess.
Wasn't even the end to the massive 2023 that you guys had. In October, you guys played Tenement Trail, which is obviously a huge deal. You played that alongside Fake Jiddler Show alumni Soapbox, other bands such as Tina Sandwich and San Jose and Melange. What was it like playing such a prestigious all-day festival?
Oh, it was great, I tell you. You know, like just milling about. You know, if there's one thing I've like. Oh God, I can feel myself going off on a tangent here. If there's one thing that I like doing, it's going from different spaces. You know, like going from like one room to another, and playing music as well. You know, and the combination of that, you know, in the space of one day is just superb. You know, because you're in one room.
You've just outlined what a festival is there.
and you play. And then you can go to another room and you can see it. As you can probably tell, I'm a very easily impressed fella, you know.
Quite clearly.
Yeah. You know, so like that was a big highlight for me. Moving between rooms and talking to people.
Do any of you else have any comments on this?
Well, we weren't as excited as Fraser, that's for sure. No, it was cool. I've been at Tenement many times and seen many cool
What was
bands.
your first time at Trill?
I can't remember. I feel like there's been Gallus', there's been... Oh, I'm trying to think now, man. Declan, maybe? I can't remember what the first year was, but I've done a lot of them and really enjoyed them, and I always thought of myself as like an outsider looking in. So that was one of the first times that I felt like an insider looking out. And yeah, it was really fun because, like you say, we had so many friends on the bill as well, and it felt like a combination of like us and our pals who were starting to get somewhere, maybe getting a bit of that recognition from DF and from the community that comes to see our gigs. And yeah, that was a really like vindicating sort of moment to go like, okay, now we're doing something that's kind of worth doing, after all the different like increments of progress that you're talking about from before.
Yeah. What venue was it you played at Tim Trill?
Van Winkle.
Yeah. Is that a good one? It's
Headlining, man, it was class.
It genuinely was class.
Yeah.
It gets to do a floor show. You don't get many floor shows.
Van Winkle's is an underrated venue in my opinion, because I'm sure you saw San Jose set there that year, which was insane.
I saw a lot of Kian. Some would say too much,
I
not
saw a
me.
lot of San Jose that gig. My prized possession out of any sort of gig memorabilia I have is I have Keane's underwear.
Oh, you need to frame that.
I'm
Yeah.
planning on. He gave me it outside Nice and Sleazy's one night.
I think we have different definitions of prized. Fair play, man.
You should see them.
I'd have burned that. But
Anyway, I think it's time that we get a little bit of music going with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely.
What's the first song you're gonna be playing for us?
Can't Read Your Lips, I think.
What a classic. Tell us a wee bit about that song.
Yeah. We wrote it last year. Not last year.
I think it's this
It's a
year,
song
right?
about power. Isn't
It's
it?
about power, as we like to say. It's about
yeah.
power and just not being heard,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Lips.
It's got a really good riff that Fraser has not ripped off from The Fall at all.
No.
And plays
Yeah,
it perfectly in time every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's one thing you'll notice about me in this band is I never rip off The Fall.
Mm.
Never,
He hates
never,
them.
Yeah, it's
Right.
actually...
Famously.
I like despise that group with every fibre of my being. Actually, no, I can feel Marky Smith's spirit taking me over now.
But that's a tangent you don't want to go down.
No.
because
Yeah.
We will take ourselves well over our time
Yeah.
with that topic of conversation.
please, like for the sake of all the audience, don't ask me about The Fall because there's been quite a few people who's made the mistake of telling me, Fraser, can you take me out for a pint and talk to me about The Fall, and they can't recover for another 2 or 3 working days, you know.
It's a good thing we're about to play a song.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sister Mads, take it away. Amazing.
Oh,
That was
it's got
brilliant.
giggles. Well done,
Thank you.
everyone.
Especially you, Mackenzie.
Mate, you're not.
Anyway,
man.
I think it's time that we get a game going with you guys. How about that?
Oh.
It's Call Yourself a Magician. Now, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and you're going to have to answer them and see if you can get the most points, see who is the smartest Glasgow band out there. Now, you've got to beat Soapbox. Now, they got 8 points last time.
Piece of cake, man.
8 points. Do you think you can beat that?
Yeah.
I don't know how many questions is it?
Definitely. we've got a lot of different niches covered. So like, yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to begin?
Yes.
It's going to be quick fire as well, so answer quickly. What band will be headlining the opening night for King Tut's New Year's Revolution on Thursday, the 2nd of January 2025?
Maddie, no pressure.
Oh. Indoor Foxes?
Wrong.
Oh.
What Glasgow band dropped their debut single in 2023 called Split Ends?
That's
So it's MADS.
1 point. What Scottish band spent 15 weeks at number 1 in 1994 with the UK singles chart?
Oh,
94.
Soup Dragons.
Wrong. Who headlined the Barrowlands at this year's Tenement Trail?
Declan Wells.
2 points. Glasgow singer-songwriter Dylan Winters performs with his live band. What are they called?
Oh, I've shat it here, man.
That's not the name of the band. Oasis were signed by Al McGee after seeing them at King Tut's
Tuts.
Wawa Hut. But what year was that?
91.
Wrong.
93.
Correct, I'm going to give you that. Walt Disco released their second album in June this year. What was the name of that album?
Warping.
Correct. Name the Glasgow band who burst onto the scene in 2022, releasing singles 20-something, Meaningless, No Going Back.
Fred, my
Correct.
boys.
Tom, Jenna, Angus and Aidan are members.
Soapbox.
Someone else other than Mackenzie has.
He knows everything.
He knows
It's Glasgow
everything.
music, he knows
It's
it.
okay.
Music venues such as Nice and Sleazy's Broadcast and The Garage are located in which street?
Suck it up.
Okay.
Correct. You're doing well, you're doing well.
I think Mackenzie's really taken the one for the team here.
Name the support act on the Sister Mad's Teeny Tiny Tour that supported you at your
Black
Inverness
Melange.
gig.
Oh.
Oh, Hector Boys.
Hector Boys, yeah.
Correct. Primal Scream return with their 12th studio album Come Ahead in November. Give me the name of their famous lead singer.
Bobby Gillespie.
Correct. And which Glasgow band released their debut album Ceremony earlier in this year and are just about to headline Glasgow's QMU?
The Joy Hotel.
Correct. You guys did quite well there.
Mackenzie did quite well.
Yeah.
Did we get them?
I'll tally that up
Oh.
and we'll see how you guys
Sweating
did.
here. Gonna get some slagging if you
But
don't, by the way.
You did better than Tom and Aidan, I'll say that. Anyway, I think it's now time that we talk about the current state of Sister Mads. Earlier in the year, you guys did your Teeny Tiny Tour, which went all over the country. What was that like doing a tour?
It was so much fun. It was
great
great with Melange as well. Absolutely loved them.
Big shout out to Milan.
It was nice just having a bit of a piss about with your pals and playing some tunes. It
In a
was great.
van that might not make it to the next city.
There was a van problems.
We had to stop off at Halfords on the
In
way.
Cumbernauld.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really
Wait, you
exciting.
should have given
What's
me
it
a run.
called?
Wait, so
Jack
whereabouts in Cumbernauld
Howland
did you guys
coded
stop on this?
Well, we went and drove past the shopping centre,
Yeah,
the
nice.
cool centre. That was really the highlight of the tour. And then we went to DFS car park, the second highlight of the whole tour as well.
Anton said it reminded him of Russia.
More like Chernobyl.
Yeah, mate, I know, it was a pretty. I mean, I love Cumbernauld. My grandparents were from Forsyth, so I have somewhat of an affinity with it. My uncle used to live there.
Really?
But I've
Whereabouts
not,
in Cumbernauld did you live?
Flats, mate. Flats. And I have not been there since, and I remembered why. No offence. You know.
You started that strong by going, I actually really like Cumbernauld, and then slagging it by saying, I'd never want to go back.
I like the notion, but I don't. I like the notions as well. Shout out the notions. But I in reality realised that we needed to get to Halfords and get out of Cumbernauld as quickly as
Yeah, the
possible.
van was pissing oil.
Yeah.
That was the
Oh,
problem.
okay.
Yeah.
Like, all over the road, there was like trails, so you could see where we'd been around the UK, like a snail.
I quite enjoyed myself there. Like, 'cause, I managed to get myself like a little key ring from the Halfords, and it was like this little rubber duck, and if you press a button on the side, its mouth lit up and it quacked at you. And I kept it in my pocket for the rest of the tour, and it went off occasionally, like even during the set. Like nobody else noticed, but like I mean, I could hear it. You know.
You're full of just magical stories, Fraser.
Thank you very much. I'm told. You know.
One word for it.
Anyway, you guys had an incredible summer of 2024. You guys headlined King Tut's on the last night of King Tut's New Year's Revolution. You released your brand new single, Can't Read Your Lips, there, which is amazing. And you guys played Butte Fest on the Isle of Butte. What was it like having such a crazy summer for you guys?
Butte Fest was such a highlight. The way that the weekend went, with the weather being class, with the festival atmosphere being so good, and getting to play the tunes on the main stage was ripping. And King Tut's was such a good gig.
You played it twice as well, didn't you?
4 times.
4 times?
In totality. This is film me twice and then Sister Mads as well, which was great. I love Butte Fest so much. It's such a good atmosphere there.
Yeah.
Everyone should go to Butte Fest.
Yeah, they should.
I'm a plug for Butte Fest.
But it's a great festival. You should all go to it because there might be a band playing there this summer.
Nautics exclusive.
Maybe. We're not supposed to announce it. Yeah. Cut this bit. Now, you guys are one of the most popular bands in Glasgow right now. New bands in Glasgow. Would you say that?
Maybe.
Absolutely.
You're confident, Kieran.
I'm going hard for the second.
I took to the streets of Glasgow to see what people thought of Sister Mads.
You guys ever heard of the band Sister Mads?
Yeah, fucking best, mate. They're actually the shit, I'm not gonna lie.
Mate, have you ever seen Sister Mads live?
I've not seen them live, not yet, no.
You know who they are?
Dude, but they are, yeah.
This guy! Mate, you ever heard of a band called Sister Mads?
Quality band for the troops for a night out. Here we go!
You ever seen them live?
Hey, bro. What's it?
This guy! I'd like to point out where we're filming the height difference this is. It's mad right now. Mate, have you ever heard of a band called Sister Mads?
I intend to.
You tend to hear about them.
Tend to hear them.
Yeah. So, you ever heard of a band called Sister Mads?
Yeah, I've heard about them. But I don't intend to see them, to be fair.
You haven't seen them live?
I haven't seen them.
You should get to see them live.
Why should I get to see them live?
Because they're really good and they're playing somewhere. I can't remember where. Excuse me, you ever heard of a band called Sister Mads?
Yes.
You ever seen them live?
Many times.
You ever say that your favourite?
My favourite band. And honestly, if I was to list the top 10 genre-bending, influential bands, gotta be Sister Mad. Fucking Sister Mad.
Three most influential.
Greatest band, genre-bending, influential.
George B. Crowd is flat. No way. Mate, you ever hear of Sister Mads?
Chris McCallum.
He's a part of Sister Mads.
That's amazing.
You ever seen them live?
A few times.
Have you enjoyed it? Yeah. Finally, we found somebody who's enjoyed it. You guys ever heard of a band called Sister Mads?
Not that much of them.
Name 3 songs from Sister Mads.
One of them's called Hot Bothered. I'm afraid I can't know another one. I'm sorry.
Hot Boiled must be the best Sister Mads song out there.
Wait, tip your lips are tongue.
Oh, yeah. Close.
Pan.
That's a really good.
Give me a third one. I can't. Yeah, but those 2. Yeah.
Sensational. You ever heard of a band called Sister Mads?
I think so, I think I've heard them.
You ever seen them live?
No, but I love them.
You should get to see them live sometime in February. They're playing.
So, I think it's time we play another wee game, you guys.
Oh.
It's time for Jiddle Me This.
Oh.
See this here? The sailor's hat, I love a man in uniform. So, I've got a couple of questions in here. I'm going to pass it around and answer them, and you have to be truthful. You have to be truthful.
Okay.
No. You can go first, Razor.
Oh,
I'm scared.
boy, oh boy. Right, shuffle. I'm not sure how shuffle it. There we go. Let's see. Your least favourite song that you have released?
Ooh.
I think we all have
The whole
the
band
same.
can answer this if you want.
Why don't we
Here
say it
go
after like
then.
3? Oh no!
Countdown from 3.
Yeah, we should.
Say it,
But now
I'll
we
say it
know.
at the same time.
Me. 1, 2, 3. Here we go again.
Really?
Burn
Yeah.
it.
Really?
We hate playing it as
Drums
well.
are good.
The drums are class.
The
That's the one
drum
song I go
solo.
absolutely mental on.
The drums are excellent, but there's a guitar part for me at the very end, which, you know, neither my hand nor God's had any part in creating, because I love Blair to bits, but like he like chopped up my guitar bit at the end, and it's really
Blair from Dead Pony.
yes,
Shout
it
out
is
to Blair
indeed.
from Dead
Oh,
Pony.
Absolutely.
Love him.
Apart from when he fucked some shit up and made Fraser have to be like supersonic at the end of every Here We Go Again. live
Yeah,
performance.
like I got nervous every time that
He stopped drinking so he could
Yeah.
play it.
yeah, but I used to have a tier system for like each band that I'm in, you know, like how much I'm allowed to drink before each set. But like Sister Mads went from a 2-point band to a 0-point band, you know, after the release of that song, because I can't, you know, I need to.
So we started putting it early in the set so he could just have a couple of pints after he played that song.
nice.
you know.
So what are we back to 2 pints now that we don't play it?
I think so. But I don't drink as much as I used to, which is quite good.
Some would say Blair's actions were an intervention.
Quite possibly, yeah. But a very, very like casual nudge towards it, you know.
Second question. What we got?
First gig you ever went to?
Ever?
Ever? Okay, easy question. It was to see Rush
Wow.
on their Snakes and Arrows tour, Saratoga Springs, New York. It was for my 10th birthday, because I've been a massive Rush fan since I was 8 years old.
I could have bet so much money on that.
And it was, to this day, one of the best gigs I've ever been to. And it ruined my idea of gigs going forward, because Rush only ever played the full set themselves. So they played an hour and a half break, 2 hours home. And so that's what I thought all gigs were like.
Okay.
And then I went and saw the Bare Naked Ladies later that year in Glasgow. And there was like a guy on before them. And I was like, who's this? This isn't the Bare Naked Ladies. And then my dad had to break the concept of a support act to me. And that's like, by the way, that's what most normal bands do. They're not all freaks like Rush are.
Was that the one with Colin Hay from Men at Work?
No, that was with Boothby Graffo. Shout out to Boothby Graffo, who is to this day one of the funniest and most talented acoustic acts I've ever seen live on stage. He has a song called "I'm a Coward Like My Father Behind Me" about crashing on a sailboat because no one knows how to sail.
Hey.
All been there.
Speaking of which, give me that sailor's hat.
Let's get a third question going. Mackenzie, what you got? What you got?
Who has the better solo career, Fraser or Kieran?
Wow, Jiggler, you just
Well,
went
honestly,
in.
So the thing about being in music is and local music at that is that it's not all about the money. If it was, Kieran would win. But I think Kieran would admit himself that he doesn't do enough with his solo stuff. And that he has to diversify a lot in order to make money to survive. And Fraser is the starving artist that we all know and love, and therefore prioritises his solo stuff a lot more, and has released a full-length album, which is awesome.
Thank you very much.
Gave that a wee listen in preparation for this. It was
As
great.
you should, and as everyone should.
Yes.
So I'm going to give it to Fraser McCallum.
Thank you very much.
I quit the band.
That's fine. Apparently you've got a solo career to fall back on.
do.
So it's fine.
You can actually make a living. You know.
Question 4. What have we got?
Oh, last band that surprised you at a gig. I think maybe Mad Ludwig, who are amazing because I didn't know what they sounded like. And then when I went to see them live, it was better than I could have ever even imagined.
Okay.
And there's one song, I don't know what it's called, but one of them does a whole poem and it's so powerful. And it's just almost moved me to
I think I
tears.
saw. Did they play Tenement Trail?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
They did. I love Mad Ludwig to bits.
Did they support Tina Sandwich at State?
Yes, they did.
Did,
They-
yeah, they're great there.
Aye.
Such a good band. Everyone should listen. Thank you.
Back to Fraser.
Do you get that? Oh.
Oh, do we keep going? Oh,
yeah.
I'm still here for this,
I've
right?
got
Yeah.
quite a lot here.
Oh boy, oh boy. Right, let's see. Oh, favourite festival lineup. Are we talking about what one that has actually happened or a hypothetical one?
One that's happened.
One that's happened.
Paul.
Oh,
I could not sit here and watch Fraser list a full festival. We would be here for
We could as
hours.
well.
I think it was probably Reading Festival 1994, and I think either Fall were definitely on that. I think so was Pulp. If memory served me correctly, they debuted Common People at that gig. I've got a feeling Manic Street Preachers were on it as well. I've got a mild feeling Cardiacs are on that lineup as well. Like I'm kind of going blind at the moment. Like I'm trying to picture this like yellow poster that I saw on Google Images about 5 years ago. Like, but no, there's quite a few of my favourite bands that are on there. But of course, like, don't quote me on any of this. Like, I mean, I've
recorded.
Yeah, I know it's being recorded, but like, I mean, even then, like, I mean, I could have like dreamt that Edwin Collins might have been on that that lineup as well. Again, don't quote me on that. You shouldn't.
Again,
if there's one thing you should know is probably not to ask me anything factual.
I think you should get a pass the hat buzzer.
Yeah, I must definitely. Off you go.
Yeah, Russ, I wouldn't have been able to answer that.
Aye.
Full stop.
Oh well.
Most embarrassing gig story.
Feels like there's a few that you could choose for here.
You can limit it to us or general.
I don't know if have we had an embarrassing gig? Oh, yeah. Well, embarrassing and kind of a. This is just a bit rubbish sort of way. The one we played like early at broadcast.
Oh yeah, when we dressed the Christmas trees.
What was that for?
Halloween?
Was that a Halloween thing?
I think it was.
So
Was it not?
I'd done we got like an early slot at this festival thing in broadcast, or was it just like a 5-band bill? I don't even remember what the thing was, because I came straight from Motherwell from a gig, and then rocked up, and because we were first on at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, no one was there.
Was this the one where it was our photographer and 2 Zebecs were the crowd?
Maybe.
Yeah.
And Tash, maybe?
Yeah, did Tash take the photo?
Possibly.
Tash, our photographer.
And yeah, two cool things happened at that gig that I remember. One, met Dan and Aidan. Massive shout out,
Shout
because
out
if they
Dan
weren't
and
there, there was no crowd.
You
so
might see them on this show very
big
soon.
up. Oh, I hope so, man. That'd be class. And the second thing was Maddie hit me with some all-timer wisdom, where I was not enjoying myself very much because we were playing broadcast to 2 Zebecs and a photographer and Tash possibly, and she's like, we'll just shoot the photos really close and there'll be some good early content for the band. And that genuinely like was a really good way of making the best of a bad situation, and we actually got some good content out of that gig, which helped us sort of keep whatever small trajectory we were going for at that point in time. And the gig wasn't great, but the photos were.
Well,
Maybe
It's
thanks,
like an
Tash.
ask for.
Yeah, maybe possibly tentatively, but like genuinely for any bands that are starting out, no matter how rubbish the gig seems there and then, there's still a way to present it which can help you go somewhere beyond it. So that's
Yeah,
something to bear in mind.
Just lie.
Deep man.
So sorry to suck the poignancy out of that, but like, but was that also the gig that Declan was dressed as a sexy sailor?
Yes.
Maybe. Oh, he would
yes.
love this game.
Yeah.
Shout out Declan Turner from Middle Class Guilt.
He got me in this band after all.
Mackenzie, do me a favour. How many questions are left in that? Because I think I put an odd number in there.
One.
Oh. You can share it if you want. You can share the
Us.
question.
Should we read it aloud together?
Wait, isn't that? Has someone put it?
Oh, I put it back in. Sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
questions in.
I ruined the game.
It seems that way, Jake. Unfortunately.
Whoa.
Also, I'm out of reach as a throw.
Frisbee.
Right, yeah. Let's pass it right.
Thank you.
I'll put this down here.
No worries.
I'd like to thank this week's sponsor, Jake's Vinyl. They're Cumbernaul's #1 online record seller. Check them out on eBay. If you Google Cumbernauld record seller, it'll be the first thing that comes up. Now, we've got our band modelling some of the amazing albums that you can buy.
Ooh.
Really good, don't they? Kraftwerk.
Oh yes.
My dad would love this.
Maybe
Can I
we should
have
buy it then.
You know,
There's really good selections here. Like
Who've we all got?
Kraftwerk, Cabaret Voltaire,
like this venue.
excellent band from Sheffield. Fad Gadget, like really good early synth pop. You know. with the single collapsing New People, which I think was 1980, I think.
Fraser is unemployed. Is it possible we could get him a job at this rate?
Come on, unemployed is a very brash way of calling it.
Self-employed.
Yes. I mean, I don't make any money, but like, I mean, you know.
This is
some ad read by.
See, if the job centre's watching, man, don't.
The job centre loves the Fake Jiddler show. Anyway, if you want any, if you're looking for any,
Thank you, Springburn.
if you need any vinyl needs, come to Jake's Vinyl on eBay. Best record store in the world. Don't quote me on that.
Do it.
In Glasgow, everyone knows you're no safe for the Jiddler.
Oh.
That tagline needs some work.
Everybody knows you're no safe for the Jiddler. I've been doing a wee bit of snooping myself on all your personal lives.
Oh no.
Yay.
And social medias, LinkedIn.
Ooh.
Looking at you,
LinkedIn.
Mackenzie.
Oh,
You're on
no,
LinkedIn?
man. I made
A
one.
very active LinkedIn.
No.
You're-
An overly active LinkedIn because I basically had to make one in order to look employable to anyone.
Was it you after that broadcast gig on LinkedIn being like, every gig can be an opportunity here, you know, you got to look forward to the future.
I've basically just tried to tout every small task I've ever done.
I have seen it. Everything is
It's
there.
brutal, man. It's brutal.
Please,
but
can you get it
You're
up?
probably the reason why that website is still propped
yeah,
up. And
absolutely.
Like, actually,
Hit me with my cringeworthy LinkedIn.
We're going to flash up the screen right now.
We'll get to you in a second,
Good,
Mackenzie, because we're going to start with you, Kieran.
Oh, hello.
So, you've been busking for years, as we talked about earlier.
Yep, I have.
Doing a lot of your own solo stuff.
Yep. Not good enough for Mackenzie, but that's fine.
But you're a big football fan, aren't you? You're a big fan of St Mirren, Seattle Sounders,
Yes, yeah, it sounded fun.
and
sounded.
Norwich.
Yes, that was back in my days. Norwich was actually the first football team I supported.
Really?
Yeah, my family were Rangers fans, and I didn't like the whole Old Firm sectarian thing.
Okay.
And so I was like, I'm just going to move out from Scotland altogether. I kind of forgot that other teams existed when I was a youth.
Okay.
And so I chose Norwich, the furthest possible
Who's your
place.
favourite Norwich player?
It wasn't Nathan Redmond back in the day, or Sebastian Bassong.
I'll tell you who mine is. Grant Hanley.
I do love a bit of Grant Hanley.
You have no idea what we're talking about, do you?
Listen, we unfortunately, Kieran and me go back and forth on football, not in a particularly diplomatic way. But he beat me 8-0 at FIFA this week, so I'm kind of unable to.
That was such a good game. 7 goals in the second half.
I think it's time we move on to you, Maddie.
Uh-oh.
So you have a similar background to me in radio.
There.
You were on Clyde Belt, was it?
I was a DJ.
Was it a 1020 radio you were on as well?
Oh, yeah.
In Bristol?
Yeah. I know.
Tell us a wee bit about your history with radio.
I just started doing what you were doing, interviewing artists that I liked and playing some of their tunes. Although it was not as good of a setup as this was. This was a lot of Zooms in lockdown, just because.
Oh, so it's like 2020 stuff. Okay.
Yeah, the Bristol one was, and then the Glasgow one was 2 years ago, I think. But it was really good.
You were doing that quite recently as well, only a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it was
2022.
nice.
Yeah.
I think it was nice, like, because I admired a lot of the people who I was chatting to, but also chatting to them as a musician myself.
Interesting.
And actually getting a lot of tips as well.
Very interesting.
Very fun. Hard work though. Like,
Yeah, it's
props to
very hard
you.
Thank you.
Hard work.
Mackenzie. Now, I scoured that LinkedIn. I can't talk about much of it because I would leak your personal information if that.
Dox me on the show, man.
Right, Mackenzie works at no. Don't want to do that.
I actually do work at the co-op, unfortunately.
Don't know if you want me to say that or not.
Mate, don't say which co-op, because
6 years.
yeah, no. And it won't make it to 7. I'll tell you that much. And you can quote me on that.
But you've got a similar past to Maddie. You were on Cali Radio, was it?
Yeah, me and Maddie went to uni together, so
Okay, so what
I did a lot of stuff on there, which was really fun.
type of stuff did you do on Cali Radio?
I did. Oh, really? I didn't see you there actually. Miss radio, you know. No, I started off just like helping out with whatever I could, and then I did a couple of shows. But I really liked the Student Music Radio Association and Student Music
Yeah, that's
Network.
on the LinkedIn.
Yeah. So yeah, I need to recite back him on LinkedIn, but yeah, it was really good being at Cali Radio because it gave you the sort of start.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man. To get into something, because I used to feel like the journalistic kind of avenue was the thing I wanted to explore rather than being like an active musician.
You have a few
because
blogs up as well.
I do. Fuck yeah. And I did, and I do enjoy all that. And it was really cool. But I used to, I mean, the less funny side of it and the really rewarding side of it was interviewing bands like Future Islands, Palais Royale, the Subways. In fact, I had the weirdest thing, right? Not to say that the Jiddler Show is not the be-all and end-all of media, right? But Future Islands had Stephen Colbert one night and me the next. I don't know what their publishing team needs. I think they get a grip, but they get poor Sam for the band, who was awesome. He had 20 minutes with me. He's like, nah, we're doing an hour. And he like talked me through the whole album and it was great. But I was just sitting there the entire time like, why is this guy bothering with me? He was talking to Stephen Colbert last night.
Literally use and then soapbox. Us and soapbox.
Yeah. We are the Cali Radio.
You were on Cali Radio from 2017 to 2021. I scoured Cali Radio's Instagram and I couldn't find a single photo of you, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't matter that much, man.
Lying on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Who would ever do such a thing?
I'm Fraser.
Hello.
So you have obviously a large solo career of your own.
It depends on how you define.
You played
large.
Berlin a couple of months ago.
I have, yeah, but I last month. Wait, no, hang on, it's December now. Yeah, a couple of months ago.
How was that? How was playing Berlin?
Oh, it was grand, I tell you. Like, I've been over to play a couple of times.
Oh really? Where else in Europe have you played other than Berlin? Just Berlin and Europe you've played?
Just Berlin, in both Germany and Europe, you know, because that's how geography works. After all, but the
what does that mean?
Oh yes, because like you know, Berlin's the only place I've played in Germany, and it's also the only other place I've played in Europe.
Okay,
I just wanted to be ultra specific, but no, it was grand. I tell you, this time. I was playing it as a sort of solo acoustic set, and about 2 years ago I'd been over to play with Middle Class Guilt and also as my solo stuff, but with my full band with me.
Okay.
Shout out to Andrew Booth and Blair Ross, my tremendous rhythm section. I love them. I love them both so much. But no, it was a glorious time, I must say. It towards the end of the set of the last time I was over, I'd played for about an hour and a half, and I'd used up all of my material, you know. And then they asked me for an encore, so I decided to play a Jake Thackeray cover. Who's a Yorkshire singer-songwriter from the 1960s and 70s. I thought to myself that nobody across there would know, but like everybody in the audience knew and sang along, and it warmed every cockle of my heart, I tell you.
But you've been playing music for a long time, Fraser. You've been playing it since you were given a ukulele at Christmas when you were 10.
Yes, and blimey, you have done your research. Because when I was about 10 years old, I got really into George Formby, the music hall singer-songwriter. So I took up the ukulele, and then then the next year I got myself a guitar-lele, which is the sort of bridge between a ukulele and a guitar.
A big ukulele.
Yeah, pretty much, with like 2 extra strings. It is tuned like a guitar with a capo on the 5th fret, and then lo and behold, I'm a big boy now and I play guitar.
That's enough talking about your personal lives. Well, they may be so interesting as they are. But, I think it's time to move on with the interview. So you guys have had a massive 2024. You've done some incredible things. You've dropped 3 great tunes. You've played some incredible venues. You were nominated for a SAMA award, which is crazy. Unfortunately, you didn't win it. But I'd like to point out, just being nominated is a testament to your success, I would say.
Can I just point out that our good pals Brogio won the award, and we could not be happier for them. And everything and anything that was said on the night was said in great faith and jest, and we were laughing along with them. So we have 0 issues with Brogio, and congratulations.
We all found it very, very funny, I tell you.
Absolutely.
You're also nominated alongside Fake Jiddler Show alumni Soapbox, weren't you?
Yes, we were. No, we
Yes.
weren't so cordial with them. We were, you know, there's a bit of needle there.
But you've obviously had an amazing 2024 as a band.
Been fun, yeah.
What do you think we've got plans for 2025?
Good timing.
Well, we just announced a Valentine's show
Yeah.
called A One Night Stand with Sister Mads, which my dad is going to kill me for.
And Kieran's mum.
And Kieran's mum, maybe more Kieran's mum. But yeah, that's on the 15th of February. And then we've got...
Is there anything that you want to announce that you haven't said anywhere here?
more songs.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
probably.
Who knows?
Possibly.
We'll see. More gigs.
Aye.
Keep it broad.
More rehearsals. that'd be-
Hopefully a new bassist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long
If
time
you
coming.
piece to camera, if you would like to play bass for Sister Mads, please tell us because no, we really need a bass player. Like, please. Also, we're playing in London in this month now, December.
The 12th.
And,
We will have
I don't know what exactly when this is coming out, so this might be chip shot paper.
we
but-
have played in London.
That was amazing.
Love
And we got
that.
signed
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
yeah,
spot.
we're now actually, we're big shit, like, seriously. But no, it's cool to hopefully maybe expand on that because we think there's some markets in Sheffield and Manchester and just various places in England that we'd love to play. So hopefully that will come in 2025 as well.
And what would you guys say for after 2025? What are your guys' plans for the future? 2034, let's say.
Oh, be
World
asleep.
tours? 12th studio album?
Get
done?
by the 27th club and then hope for the best, you know.
Next
I,
year.
one of these like decades to come, I'll probably retire to a isolated log cabin in northern Finland and just churn out a really hard to listen to album once every 10 years.
So Fraser will be a past member by this.
And you want to be a guitarist for Sister Mads? 2034.
All you need is a chorus pedal, nothing else.
I love you, Fraser, man. You have everything planned out.
Yeah.
I just want to know
also-
what goes on in that head.
Also, nothing at the same time. Like, I can't tell you what I'm going to have for dinner tomorrow, but I can tell you what I'm going to do in 10 years. Yeah.
Such an interesting guy. Anyway,
Medically interesting, perhaps.
anyway, with that, you guys have been watching the Fake Jiddler Show with Sister Mads. I'd like to thank everyone, all you guys, for coming into the studio. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Jake's Vinyl, and I'd like to thank all of you for watching. Peace be with you, and go forth with gratitude. We're going to play out with a bit of soapbox. Not soapbox. Sister Mads here. I still think it's episode 1. Sister,
Oh, no.
Sister, what song are you going to be playing us out with, guys?
Oh, can't remember.
Oh,
Purgatory.
Oh, enjoy. See you later.
song is called Purgatory, and it goes a little bit like this.